Um, cool. I just wanted to share with you guys some musings on an experience that I had today. So this morning I was up pretty early and I spent the morning at high school in Thembisa. Thembisa is a township on the East Rand or the eastern side of Johannesburg, um, which is in South Africa. And we spent it at a school, and we were there to motivate the grade 11 and 12s and to just share with them a bit about our careers and the various careers that they can get into. You know that when you come from a very small place where there's very little care from bigger structures or whatever, such as governments, or there's very little money, that you often get bits and pieces of information. So these are people who wouldn't normally have career counseling or wouldn't even know that my field, which is interior decor and design, actually exists. So I spent the morning, I told them the requirements but then I think today I am just so grateful to have gone there and spent the morning with the kids and about 6 other panelists, just 6 or 7, actually there was probably a bit more, probably 10, just sharing our stories, how we've gotten to this point. Because I think what we often don't realize is, when we're working hard, we're doing it for ourselves, for our personal gain, we're doing it for our family's enrichment, but you don't realize that actually every single thing that you do, there's always someone looking, and there will always be a person that you do not notice who reveres you, who respects you, who is just like, oh, I wish I could just be where she is. So you may think that you are nowhere, and you may think that you are no one in the greater scheme of things, and you may think that things have gone so terribly wrong for you. But it's like today when I was talking about my story, which I will share in a later vlog, is that it's not a vlog, in a later video, is that my story is filled with roadblocks, so many roadblocks that when I look at it now, it's like if I didn't have those roadblocks, that blocked access to certain things naturally, like just have it given to me on a silver platter, I would not be half the person I am today. I wouldn't even see the need to go and speak to grade 11s and 12s and just hear their stories. And just this morning I learned so much, and they may have felt that we were there to motivate them, but they motivated me to work harder. And I'm focused and driven to make what I've started a success and to grow as much as possible and to do everything that I can do with the talents that I have and to dip my fingers in every single thing. But at the end of the day, excuse me, I was far more touched, more humbled by the students who came up to me and were like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what's happening. Where will I get the money to do this? How do I study? How do you get so far? How do you navigate the world? These are people who come from really difficult backgrounds in terms of finances. So your poverty-stricken home, probably just a mother, a parent has died. These are people with the type of story that you hear and you're like, damn, how did you get out of that? And just speaking to them one-on-one and sharing, for me, what I think is menial stuff that I think I have achieved. I don't even look at it as an achievement. It's just like, this is what happened, just sharing a story. And it's like, you think your story will do nothing for the next person. Your story can change the trajectory. It can change the trajectory of the next person's life if you just open your mouth. People need that. We are storytellers, and especially for the black woman child, the black girl child, we need to support them, because they are the ones that, it has been proven in research, that take their families out of poverty. So today when I was speaking to these students, and they were all black, and just hearing of their concerns, their interests, like, oh, this field, this interior design field, this construction field, this field, how do I get there? This is what I'm doing right now. How do I get there? It's like they're so hungry. They want it all, and all they want is guidance and people who are willing to open their hearts and talk to them and share. And for me, from now on, like, I am going to look at my life not just as, oh, I am Mui and this is what I do. It's raining, so that's lightning. But I'm going to look at my life as if what I am doing is not just for me. There are people who will benefit just from hearing me speak about the difficulties that I have had. There are people that are going to benefit just from me being alive, like just hearing my story and me breathing and still being there. And when I was giving out my email address and giving out my number to some of these students, so that, if they had any questions, even just about matric, like, dude, I'm stressed, all my friends are partying, should I party too? Like, there are so many things we take for granted. Life is short, and we're here to help people, we're here to grow people, and we're here to do that by ourselves first, growing in whatever we're doing, the type of people that we are. So that's just something I thought I'd share about what I learned. And I was just really touched. By some of the stories I heard. People that had this one guy who is now an investment analyst at a huge company, who was gardening and bartending to pay for his fees, and who started working at the age of 10 to support his family, who was willing to write minutes even though he had qualified as a CA for a meeting with people that he wanted to meet. He was like, I'll write minutes, I'll serve coffee, I'll do anything, just let me be in that meeting. And guys, I think we have so much work to do. We have so much more of ourselves to give. And I'll be back with a next video more on this, and also just more on life and my thoughts about it, the experiences. And I hope this video touches you in a way and makes you think about things a bit differently. Enjoy this rainy day. I'll show you how it looks. Just very rainy. Yeah. Okay, bye.